count the covenant with once they were once cleansed, an unholy thing. And if God spared not the angels that sinned, we take heed lest he spare not thee. You see, men have existed on earth without the revelation that angels have. And that is why salvation is available to them, because they trust out of their own heart. See, that's why we're so unique. It's like electricity. We just believe it's there. We see the effects, we can feel it sometimes, and we know it's there. But we don't have great evidence. Angels walk up into the throne room of God and are sitting with God. Okay? So when they sinned, they knew who they was really sinning against. They knew who they were really rebelling against. Okay? So they had to have a choice. Somewhere Satan agreed to at least a third of the angels, because the Bible says a third of their stars fell. He got a third of them angels together and convinced them to rebel against God. So they had to have a choice. You see what I'm saying? But it's just like...
But they've also never had a choice like we have a choice either.
Why ain't they?
Does the angel get tempted?
He was tempted to fall against God, to rebel against God.
Yeah, apparently so.
They ain't getting tempted now, is what I'm saying.
No, because all of them have made their choices. Just like when we go to heaven, we're not going to be able to...
If you see him fall...
What I'm saying is they ain't making a choice right this second. They made their choice thousands of years ago.
Yeah. What do you think we're going to do?
Huh?
But we make a choice.
What's the Bible say?
Get your stuff on.
We're never to be tempted again.
Why?
When we leave this world, we're either giving over to our heavenly side, our spiritual side, or we're giving over to our lustly side, our fleshly side. And either way, that's what we go into. But people in heaven are not being tempted with any kind of sin anymore, because they have received a new revelation of God.
And because
they will walk through this life with temptation and have overcome temptation. Because what's the Bible say? You overcome by the blood of the Lamb, the word of your testimony, and you love not your life unto death. You see, God is putting you through the ringer now. It's about whether you love him more than anything else. He says he don't tempt any man. But man, when he's drawn away by his own lust, is tempted. Same with the angels. God just put it out there that they could rebel. Gave them the place to rebel. So therefore they had to have freedom of choice. Because if God didn't allow, in other words, if God just created them just to worship him, then either one or two things happen. Either he created 1/3 of them and said, this part I'm going to use for insurrection. And this part I'm not. And then this part right here is only doing what his will is. But that's not God. We read in Scripture that God said that he's allowing all this to happen so that while we're in the ages to come, after heaven, after the millennial reign, to be a warning against all those that would come after. I don't know what the after has got after that. But what I'm trying to tell us is there had to be a place where angels had free choice.